Welcome to another episode of Coco Caliente Podcast, a mother and daughter production where we talk about everything and nothing all at the same time. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Jeni.
Hello, everyone.
How's everybody doing this lovely night?
What are you talking like that for?
I'm using my phone voice.
Oh, you're nice.
Does everybody have a phone voice? Like, I don't like my voice either which way, but sometimes like I'll talk on the phone and Nicole's like, why did you just sound like that? But she does not realize she does it all the time. She has she has more voices because I swear she has her Instagram voice, her regular voice, her phone voice. And even Arrow already picks up on it because he will make these little soft, sweet voices. Like when he picks up the phone, he'll go, hello. So I think everybody has a phone voice. What do you think?
Yeah, and it depends on who's calling. Because if it's like Vic, I'm just like, hello.
But if it's somebody who you don't know who's calling, but it's a number, a lot of people these days,
hello?
Because of caller ID, do not answer phone calls. But say you're waiting for a phone call and it looks like it's coming from the same area. Mm-hmm. And how would you answer that?
Hello.
Hello. You just make a little fake voice.
Hello. It's not fake because I see everyone do it. Even my best friend Mariah does it to relatives in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's not fake because it's your voice. But I'm saying
you're just trying to be extra polite, I guess. And and then yes, I do have. I guess I had my TV kind of quirkiness voice a little bit. I don't know. People say my voice isn't as annoying in person, but I talk the same, so I don't really get it.
I don't find your voice annoying, but I find mine very annoying.
You just want more compliments on your voice, Mom, because people message you that you have a nice voice.
No, even when you play those videos like I sent you when I'm counting with Arrow and then you put it on there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to turn it down on my voice and then turn it up when I hear Arrow.
That's common too. Everyone I feel like is.
And when I'm videotaping, especially, has anybody ever watched? I watch my old videotapes of my kids and I'm chasing them around the house and here's me. All I could hear is all this extremely loud panting because I'm chasing them around trying to say, oh, do this, show mama this. And it's so funny. You don't think about it. And I feel like I do it on here too. So sometimes when I notice it,
you just get your burps going on here.
And then I just get my microphone out of my mouth. It's okay. So yeah, it's just funny. Right?
Yeah. So you're using that voice today.
What voice am I using today?
Mom, stop. You're making me uncomfortable.
Okay. So last time we talked to you, we were headed to Frankenmuth for the weekend. And guess what? We didn't get to go.
So we're headed there tomorrow.
Yes, it was a huge storm here. One day, big blizzard, couldn't see, couldn't drive. And then now today, there's still quite a bit of snow out there. A lot has melted, but it's beautiful outside today. What do you think?
Yes, I think it is beautiful. It's very sunny.
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird though. I'm talking about how
30 degrees, but sunny.
We're going from a random storm where you can't drive. It's all ice.
Yeah, we got over 6 inches. Some places say they didn't get what they were supposed to. I think we were supposed to get even a little more, but we got hit hard.
And if Dave's job didn't pertain to him having to clean the village streets, the streets of Ubly, I still would have went away because we would have made it there before the storm started. And why not be snowed in at Frankenmuth or on a vacate, where there's a pool and an arcade? I would have actually loved that. Mm-hmm. And the reason we couldn't do that is because he needed to be here to clean the streets and clean everything up. So that's why we didn't end up going. The rest of you guys could have all went, but actually everybody was out of power too because of the storm. So Jesse's been working round the clock 7 days. So he's actually taking off tomorrow and Thursday so that he can go with us to Frankenmuth. So I'm excited for a little bit of family time. How about you?
Yeah, I am.
I'm excited to take Arrow to the arcade and into the swimming pool. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go down no slides, I don't think. Are you?
I will because I'll have babysitters. Yeah.
I hope everybody goes down but me.
Mom, I'm making you go down in double tube with me.
Actually, I kind of like it when I go down. Do. It is kind of fun to go on water rides, but why is it so scary? I don't know.
Oh, shoot. But you climb into the stairs will be what you're no, probably.
Well, as long as there's not a long line and I'm not holding people up, I don't mind climbing the stairs because.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make you do it then.
Because the bag slide, I always climb
this one isn't even, I don't think their slides are scary.
Yeah, but is it an open one or do you got to go in through the inside of a tube?
What do you mean? Oh, Oh, I don't know if you use a tube or not. The tube ones are the funnest.
Okay. Now, anybody else that goes on water slides, and I never even ask you this because it's been a long time since I've watched you go down them, but you go into pools that are usually about 4 feet deep when you come down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they are? Like around 4-ish?
Or less.
But how come when you come down, it feels like you're in a pool that's 10 feet deep and your feet are in there? Do you feel like that too?
Yeah.
Like, because you come down and you like your butt goes and just propels in, and then you're like flapping your arms like you're drowning.
Yeah, but you know what I don't really like about water slides lately is like they are so dark. I like to be able to kind of see.
That's why I'm asking if it was open, closed.
I think they're closed.
I'd rather just come down first to try one that you just come down on your butt that's open. That'd be more fun to me.
Open one, same. Yeah, I like that kind because they happen so fast. They turn so many different ways. You have your eyes closed or it's dark and you can't
Then you come and you're just dispelled into this water that feels like you're in the ocean, but you're really so embarrassed. I remember being younger and like flipping and flopping and flapping my arms and legs, and I stand up and it's like only a little bit past my knees. That's so embarrassing.
Well, that sure in the heck ain't 4 feet.
No, that was probably about 2 feet. And that was like so embarrassing. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was drowning.
But it's because you're coming so fast and then you just, woof, you hit it.
Yeah. And like they must time that thing's perfect because they just get you out and then the next person's flopping down into the water. And it's like, I don't know. I'll keep you updated if I end up going down a water slide. But my favorite water rides are the ones in Florida where you are on like the canoe that's actually on the track. And then the canoe goes up the hill
like
and then whatever. They kind of look like logs, the ones that I did as a kid.
But they're not just like single is what I mean.
Yeah, they're like you can put like 6 people in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just come down like
what's weird
the
is
water
like,
splashes up. Them are my favorite water rides.
I know that that's your favorite water ride, but you haven't rode it and ridden. Oh, how do you say that? You haven't rode it? Rode it?
The last time I did was when
in
you
like
guys
15 years
yeah.
at least.
I know because we haven't went there.
I haven't even been. No, like 20 years. Some years.
But that's my favorite.
Well, then you need to ride
I did them a lot when I was. That was my favorite, and the other one I like a lot.
How did I know that? That's crazy.
And the other one I like is the big circle raft that just spins in the goes around and like you get drenched.
Oh, like the toilet bowl type thing? No, what are you talking about?
But like 12 or 15 people sit on it. Like you'll see it at Disney. I think they still have it. Like you're sitting in a great big thing and you go through water and it just spins under all the waterfalls and you get soaked. It's kind of
yeah.
That's kind of fun. Except for you don't want to go on that until you're done taking your pictures or whatever you're going to do, or if it's real sunny. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it.
Have I ever, well, I guess I haven't rode a ride at Disney since
you've been little?
Like 10 years old.
Yeah, it's little.
That's crazy. So 20 years at least. And I don't remember any rides, but I'm sure I went
because, it's been a while.
So we definitely got to ride some rides when we go.
I want to check out and see what rides they have so I kind of know ahead of time what I want to, what I would like to ride or whatever.
Good idea.
But anyways, that wasn't even on my list of things to talk about, but it just kind of happened.
Job.
So anyways, so we're going to Frankenmuth tomorrow, and we had pedicures booked for last Saturday, and we were all 6 going to get pedicures at the same time. And so the guys and the girls. So I had the men's pedicures booked and ours booked. And so I had to rebook for Thursday now, and we have to do them separately. So the 3 guys are going to go first, and we're going to go walk. It's in like where the little shops all are. So we'll just walk around the shops or whatever. And then when they're done, the girls will get theirs. They didn't have the availability for 6 people to do them all at the same time, which I thought would have been really cool because you can't find very many spots in our area where more than 2 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the shops up here have 2 pedicures at a time. And this actually has like how many does it have? I don't know. 8 at least.
So when my manager from LA came up, she's also my friend, but she came up and she's like, let's get pedicures today. And I said, okay, let me call around. And there was nowhere to go. She didn't understand. And I was like, one of us could go after the other one at this one place. And she's like, wait, there's not like a pedicure like bar. I was like, no. And it's so like was weird for her, but for us, we're used to it. And you have to book pedicures like so ahead of time. It can't really be spur of the moment unless you're going to the mall, I guess.
And that's, I guess, I had those 6 booked way ahead of time. So that's probably why. But I like how the men's one says it comes with a beer, So I thought it was just, I don't know. I need one before I go to Florida anyways.
Yeah.
So it'll perfect timing. So we're going to all get those done, and
it'll be nice.
And besides that, I don't think we're going to be able to do the other thing you want to do, the escape room, because I think they're only there on the weekends.
Oh, really? Yeah. A lot of things are.
So it's going to be different. And I know Nicole and Jesse both like the same little breakfast. I've never went there.
I think that they might be open though. I think they're just closed Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, so
they might be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but they should be open Thursday. So that morning we could, right?
They both found this little quaint breakfast spot that they both like. I haven't been there. I forgot
what it's called, but it's so good.
And Dave's not big on breakfast, so we usually stay back, just have some coffee and toast.
Mom, are you buzzing?
Why?
I can tell by your face. She's drinking a little bit of wine, and
a very little glass of red wine.
That's good though.
No. Oh, and the reason I'm drinking red wine is because we got our annual blood work back, and my cholesterol was a little bit high and Dave's was low. So I'm still trying to figure this all out and her suggestions and whatever. But she said, if you're going to drink anything, to drink some red wine. And for Dave, she told me to have I'm supposed to cook more salmon. And that's something I order that at restaurants. He never does. So that's a new thing to push. He likes fish, but he's just never ordered salmon. And walnuts. So I've been pushing them on him. Avocados. Yeah. Red wine. Is that all she told me?
Olive oil. So we're trying to get his healthy fats, I think, is in general.
Yeah. Trying to get, so is it his good cholesterol we're trying to get higher?
Yeah. His good cholesterol is low.
So we're trying to get that higher. And then mine's just a little bit high on altogether. So she told me stay away from the packaged cookies and the things I like, the packaged cookies, donuts, sweet sugars. So anyways, and she said
and Mom told me she took a bag of dill pickle chips up to her bed last night. I said, Mother.
And I did. And I couldn't eat very many because I felt bad because Dave was sound asleep. And I've never, ever, ever.
No, those have been sitting here for months.
Yeah, but I've never been
I've been wanting to open them. I
have never been a person that eats in bed ever, my whole entire life. But I was watching The Bachelor and we ate dinner so early, at, I swear, 4:30, 5 o'clock.
And you didn't have leftovers because I ate some.
Yeah. So I went upstairs and I'm just sitting there and I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh my God, I still have one more hour of The Bachelor. So I'm like, what can I get for a snack? And I came down and the bag of chips has been sitting here, unopened. So I opened them up and took them up, but I didn't eat as many as I wanted to because I felt like when I was crunching that Dave would move in his sleep and I felt so bad. I was like, okay, I cannot sit here and crunch on chips while he didn't know what was going on. He didn't know I'm eating chips, but he knew something was going on. So I could just kind of feel his little bit of moving around and whatever. And then I was one time he kind of opened his eyes and I'm like, what? And I didn't say anything and he didn't say anything. And I'm like, oh, dang it. And then the funniest part after that is I had brought a chip clip up there with me too to wrap them up so I could clip them up after. And I almost had to leave the room to just wind him up because he kept moving while I'm trying to get the bag. And I was doing it so
why
sneakily.
Why are the bags so loud?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, can they not put, because of the air, they can't put them in cracker boxes or something who can eat chips in bed? Does anybody eat chips in bed while their mate is sleeping?
Oh no. So I'll tell you what Vic does.
Puts them in a bowl?
Yes, he brings this big bowl of Doritos last night while we were watching The Bachelor and just eats them like that. And I said, can I have a couple? And he will not eat them while I'm eating them.
Why?
Because he likes to have the bowl right underneath his mouth in case any crumbs fall from his mouth and they don't get on the bed. So I had two and I said, okay, you can take it back.
That's even worse.
He's just worse. Tell me when you're done. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, okay, I'm done. He goes, no, it's okay. You can have more. I said, no, I feel like we should be eating these together. And it's like, nope. And so anyways, it's weird. I'm
not going to say that I didn't drop a chip crumb in my bed last night because trying to be so sneakily, I might have. And I was putting them in my mouth and you know how you just kind of let them sit there and melt I was trying everything because I was like, oh, pickle chips. I haven't had these in a long, I bought them for Super Bowl and they never got opened.
So I guess it hasn't been months.
But I bought them ahead of Super Bowl.
I've been staring them down.
But that's what I'm saying. I bought them because it's not something I normally buy, pickle chips. So it was like,
no,
it was supposed to be for Super Bowl but we had so much other stuff that they just never got opened. And so they just been sitting here. So you can have some when we're done podcasting.
Yeah, I want some. So basically my dad, I feel like is doing awesome with like this new change and everything. And basically, I'm just curious because it's not something that we really know about much, even though, yes, I have my nursing license and stuff. And even when I talk to my friend about it, it's like you have to really be, I don't know, you have to just, you know, basic stuff, but not a lot. So any advice at all for low, good cholesterol and we know how to lower mom's high cholesterol. She just has to do it.
Yeah. And like he liked to have a couple beers and she said beer is the worst thing. So he has not been drinking any beer. And that is like such a big, big change like for him. But he he said, I didn't really like beer anyways. That's what he told me.
That's
afterwards.
Crazy.
So I'm like, well, why did you drink it? He's like, I don't know. It's just like something to drink. He said, it's not like I love it. You know, he said he's not missing it and that he's fine, but I'm still he actually is looking up stuff though, so he can have a drink. And what did he find today that he said is even better than the red wine?
Single malt whiskey. So we're going to get him a good bottle of that. And then
just so that he has something so he can still drink and be social.
I mean, I look forward to my Olipop every day. It's not alcohol, but that's like my alcoholic drink. And it's like my pop. And if someone were to take that away, I'd want a replacement. You know what I mean? Like,
well, just even we're going to be going on vacation and stuff. Like, I don't want him to just feel like he's just, I mean, when we are on vacation, we honestly do have drinks probably from the time we play bingo at 1:00 until probably like 7:00 until
Not
we're
me,
done
though,
for the
and I'm fine.
No, but me and Dave do.
I
don't want him to feel left out.
Well, no, and I think that that's what's wrong is people thinking that you have to drink to have fun or be fun.
Not to have fun
or to just like feel left out. I don't think that that's a thing, and I think that I don't know.
I don't feel that way. I mean, I honestly don't feel that way. I'd like when
it's really hot.
When it's really hot out, I like a good which I buy these and then I don't even really enjoy them, but like the slushy strawberry daiquiris or whatever, they just look really pretty and they look really good, but it's not like I love them, but I do love a good pina colada.
Yeah,
but I do enjoy that one. But if I buy strawberry daiquiris or what are they? The frozen margaritas or what else is there? Whatever those are, I do not love them. You know, I'm more just, they actually melt and half of them get wasted because they taste pretty sugary.
Yeah, I wish I sometimes see there I am saying I wish I liked to drink, but like I just don't. And it is kind of.
But even when you get a virgin one of those, you don't even finish it.
No.
It just tastes like pretty sugary.
No. Oh yeah, no, for sure. But I don't know. Especially now that I'm a mom, it's like if everyone else is drinking, I wouldn't drink anyways. What am I saying? I don't know. I just don't.
Once in a blue moon, we'll take a sip of something
I used to try it. I used to drink, so it just makes my anxiety really bad. So I think that's why I don't drink, because it makes my anxiety worse. And recently I've been in this intuitive eating class, and she talks about that and how like drinking and anxiety and depression, like if you have it makes it way worse. So I was like, oh, that makes so much sense, because I always woke up and just felt like horrible. And anyways, so like not drinking is what's best for my anxiety, and it's trumped everything else. Like I have to, if I can avoid a panic attack, I'll do anything. I'd run around naked. That's how bad they are.
and I can I could go 6 months without drinking alcoholic beverage and not feel like it would not bother me. But will I order one just to be social? And do I enjoy it? Yes, I will. I do enjoy it most of the time, drinking it, you know.
And I'm envious of that.
But it's not like it's
like you, Victor, and Dad, you know, all at the pool and just like giggly and stuff. And I'm just kind of feel like,
oh, they like me to drink at the pool because then I take Dave down
She wrestles them in the pool. It's hilarious. She's really good in the pool.
Yeah, because like I said before, like I do not have a bad ankle and a bad knee in the pool. I am like Wonder Woman. I could do water aerobics, jump around, do all kinds of crazy stuff. So me and Dave always have our little. He tries to pick on me, and in the pool, he's no match for me. But he says it's just because it's so funny and he's laughing. You know that's why he's no match.
I think I peed my pants one of the years. How funny it was! You two wrestling. Mom had him. I look over. Mom's got him in a chokehold.
Because I don't want my face ducked under the water, and he'll acts like he's going to duck me under the water. So I get him before he gets me.
And she sees if he can do stuff in the pool. Mom can do a lot more than he can. Water aerobics, all that type of thing. And so then she says, okay.
I can bend a lot better in the
okay,
pool.
do this. And then he tries to do it. He's like, oh, come on. He's like, it's hilarious. There's videos from Hawaii that are so funny.
And we have a lot of fun playing volleyball in the water, like a lot. Like I can actually play like sand volleyball. Oh my gosh, cut my foot off. No way. Like I can't.
I don't think you've ever even tried, have you?
Yes, I have tried every single year.
That's so mean of us.
Every year I try, and it is just horrible because they'll be like, come on, if there's only 4 of us, 2-on-2. I'm like, you mean I go out there and 1-on-2 still? Like, I mean, I can serve it and get it over, and then that maybe.
And if it's hit to you, it's hit to you, you can get it over. You just
it's got to be hit right to me, but I cannot run in the sand and get the ball. But and it's sweaty, hot every single time, and they convince me to do this. And then I feel bad because Victor is so. Dave's competitive too, but Victor loves to win even more than Dave does. Who do you think likes to win more?
I think they both like to win.
It depends on what it is, I guess.
I think they both like to win, but do I think that Victor's more annoying when he wins? Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of who likes to win more. Cornhole, it's pretty even. They both like to win. Volleyball, I'm not quite sure. I think
Dad
Victor's a little bit more.
Okay, Dad's competitive, but it's like lighthearted competitiveness where where Victor will kind of just like get quiet or grouchy or something, you know?
Well, he gets really hyper though if he's winning, but then if he's not, yeah, he
says like cut down.
They're already
it's scary,
and they're already talking. He's already talking about the next game. It's like, oh my gosh, let me get through this first game, you know. So I feel bad if I'm somebody's partner because them two are so competitive that it stresses me out. Like as soon as they start making it about a competition, it like stresses me out. Even when we're playing euchre or anything, it's like, okay, let's just play.
No, friendly competition. I love competition because but there's a point to where it's not fun because somebody's like, which some people might think I do that. I think, yeah. Jesse got mad at me one time because I'm competitive.
Yeah, me and Jesse are way mellow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so we are very mellow when we play games. I'm not going to say I don't like to win. There's certain things I love to win, but there's 90% of the stuff I could care less if I win. But not that I don't try. I don't want anybody to think that's different. Because when I tell Dave I don't care if I win, he thinks that means I'm not going to try. And he'll be like, well, I don't want you to be my partner then. It's like, no, I am going to try, but I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to pout. And I'm going to say, I'm going to get you next game. It's like literally, it's like, no, we lost. It's fine. I'm going to live to be another day older. It's totally fine. Like I'm fine with losing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm definitely way better now that I'm a mom. Like bowling, I had like 27 in like the 6th
Oh yeah,
frame.
we went bowling. We went bowling last weekend. We took arrow.
And I'm just like I'm more worried about, I don't know, coming back and sitting down.
And okay, in other states, how does it work? How much does bowling cost? Because at our bowling alley that's like 25 minutes away, 20 minutes away, it's kind of cool. You can rent a lane, the whole lane for an hour for $15. So it was only $30 for us to bowl for a full hour. And actually we took one a little longer than an hour. And so we had one set up just for arrow. We had the gutters up in it. And then they have that rolling thing that you just push the ball down. And then the other lane, me, Dave, Nicole, and Victor bowled on, you know, and then whoever wasn't bowling would help arrow push his balls down or play with him or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I thought that was pretty cheap.
It is.
And I think we were like almost an hour and 20 minutes on the one because they let us finish up the second game.
At other places, even locally, it's way more than that because I think it's at least like $3.25 a game per person, and so that would have already been way over that.
But Arrow a game, he probably bowled. What did Arrow bowl? 2 games.
Yeah, you're right.
So his was less. but he could go in between. It was kind of nice because he took probably a half an hour break where he didn't bowl, and he ran over by the arcade or whatever those arcade machines and whatever.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
But it was nice. I think it's really good, especially if you have a bunch of kids and especially if they get bored, because if somebody else gets bored, it's not by the game. You just have the hour you can sit. You don't have to bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that's really, really, really reasonable. $15 per lane per hour. And we got, so I would say you could, if you bowled fast, you could get 8 games, but we took our time. So 6 would have been hours for the hour.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? What you would guess?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was fun. I mean, they didn't open till 4. And I think if they opened before 4, they'd be busy. So right when we got there, like every single lane was taken.
Yeah. And they said you have to actually reserve them.
Which we did.
But I don't know any other bowling alleys in our area that have, I guess I'd have to go and do it per game to see how much it was. But I think that's a good deal, and you don't feel, your limits, exactly what you got. I don't know. It's just, I liked it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have good food there. And we had just eaten dinner before we went, so we just got some snacks, but it was fun, right?
Yeah, it was fun. There's not much else to do in the Midwest, honestly. Right?
No, it's hard to find even a bowling alley open though, but that doesn't have leagues. Like it seems like when we tried to go last time, every place we called, there was like something going on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so we found a dog watcher because of our podcast, right?
Yes, we did.
So Julie,
shout out.
Yeah, she came over today because she's going to actually, for the first time, try it tomorrow while we are gone. And so by the time you hear this, we'll be getting our pedicures by the time you're listening. So that'll be what'll be going on. And so she came over and got a walk through, and
I'm just so
I still expected quite a few phone calls, Julie.
Yeah, definitely. I hope
with questions or whatever. Yeah. But so she's going to do it the whole time we are in Florida too.
Well, as long as this doesn't scare her off, we'll see how it goes.
She doesn't seem like the kind to be scared off. What do you think?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't, but I don't want to.
She'll show them dogs.
I don't want to jinx it,
What's
though.
Up?
I don't want to jinx it because I'm happy.
Well, they actually literally, one of them started barking at her right when she walked in the house today, and she just kind of told it, what did she say?
No, she just
that's enough, and she,
But then it started licking her.
Loving her a second later.
Then the other one, who's usually a little brat, was just loving her the whole time. So I think everything will be good. And honestly, I'm just so worried, more worried about safety, I guess, and someone caring. Well, you don't have to interact if you didn't want, but that's such a bonus. Do you know what I mean? I just want, and at a kennel, you want at least the minimum, right? Feed, whatever. And I know Julie's going to give them so much more than that. So that's why I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think.
She's a dog person for sure.
A dog. Yeah, she actually offered, because she actually lives closer to me than even Nicole. And she actually offered to watch my dog too, but we're going to kennel him because I don't, she has 2 dogs in her house, I think, and they're bigger, but I don't want her to, be stressed or whatever. So we're going to kennel Champ. But she says he's been in my house before. he gets around town. Oh, this street anyways. He loves people. Yes, he'll make friends with anybody that even if he's off in the yard and I'm here, I'll get a text from the Amazon, is your dog friendly? Now I don't even get them anymore. I swear every single one of them know he's friendly because I'm out there, and he just half the time he just ignores you. He's such a lover though. He's never today he ignored me and Arrow outside. He didn't even come by us. He just sat and relaxed, and that was it. I'm not surprised. He just literally. Yeah, but dogs and people will walk by and he'll just sit and watch them, where he could go up to them now. I think he only goes up if he really likes you. Yeah, so if he likes you, or if he comes up to you and you're from town, he must really like you. Because he sometimes doesn't care about us. Yeah, he sometimes just, if Dave's around, he loves Dave. Mm-hmm. But he literally, today I had Arrow, I usually have to carry Arrow. I used to, and Arrow walked out himself to the vehicle, and Champ's right there, and Champ didn't even get up and come by us. And he's way taller than Arrow, so I thought he'd want to come and try to knock him over or whatever. He didn't even come. He just laid there.
He tried to knock him over when we made that snowman the other day. He loved doing that.
Oh yeah, they had to put him. We locked him in the garage while they built the snowman because they were playing. So he's seen everything that was rolling the balls. So he wanted to play too. And so Arrow made a little snowman that was even shorter than him and Nicole. And the minute it was done, that was the funniest thing ever because Nicole came to and we have a kit like with the plastic, snow stuff, but I don't know where it was. I didn't get it out. I wasn't prepared for that. And so she's like, what do you got? So I said, well, what about these? She said, I need something for eyes. So would you use some chocolates?
Some Dove's chocolates.
And then I got a carrot out of the fridge for the nose. For the mouth, what'd you use?
Green bean.
A green bean I got out of the fridge.
Chips Ahoy cookies.
And then Chips Ahoy cookies for the buttons. And then because
I told Mom we're getting rid of the Chips Ahoy cookies.
The packaged cookies anyways. You got to throw them away.
Yeah.
So let's just use them or whatever. So they went on and they decorated the thing. And they took some pictures with her and they came back in and she forgot to she was going to take the chocolate eyes out anyways, but she forgot and she comes back in.
To show Dad, I was like, Dad, come look at the snowman we built. I look, it's like bare empty and there's a big yellow stain on it. And I was like,
Champ immediately ate both cookies.
Peed on it
Or
too.
was there 3 cookie
There
buttons?
was 3 cookies.
He ate all the buttons immediately and he got the chocolate. She went and got the chocolate out of his mouth because it had the tinfoil wrappers still on the Doves or whatever. So she did get them and got them in the garbage from him. And then he went and took 2 big yellow peas on it. Yeah.
I just claiming the territory of the snowman.
Yeah, I don't know what was
crazy.
I don't know what was going on, but the snowman was not cute for more than 10 minutes, was it?
No. I said, good thing it wasn't in the front of your yard. Everybody be driving by seeing
like laughing. Yeah, she did it in the backyard.
Yellow snowman.
I mean, what was
me and Dad literally have it on tape. I wanted to share it, but then I was like, no. Me and Dad I sent it to my brother. But we were watching him out the window, and Dad goes, look, he's about to pee again. I was like, no way. And he's like sniffing around like it's a person. And the next thing you know, he raises his leg and just lets it go. Oh,
and I have it on my list, which I forgot to say it when we were talking about the blood work. I'm also low on vitamin D. So I know the sunshine's definitely going to help with that. But I need to start. I've got to remind you, I got to start taking that. I forgot about that. I'm going to put that on my list to buy some.
No, I have vitamin D for you. 1,000.
Yeah, but she told me she only wants 2.
Yes, you take 2 pills.
Oh, 2,000.
Yes.
But you told me you take 10,000.
I do take 10,000.
She said you can overdose on like vitamin B. Like you cannot
B12.
You do not. Yeah, you cannot overdose because you pee everything out. But she said vitamin D, you don't pee it out or whatever, or get rid of it. So you do not want to take too much vitamin D. So she told me 2,000. So I'm confused about Nicole taking so much.
So I don't know. My chiropractor tells me to take 10,000. So Thorne comes with 10,000, 1,000. I think they have 5,000. So 2,000 is a good start for you. And you have B12 vitamins I gave you from Thorne as well. So you should be taking them.
Yeah, I'm gonna look after because I just thought about that right now.
So
I've been doing good, putting all my greens and stuff inside my shakes, and been doing that for me and Dave this week, and did it every day. Or actually, when did I start? Last week. Yeah, I've been doing it every day. Been really good about it, and but I have not been good on. I haven't started that part yet, and I need to jump into that. And then another thing we're talking about, we're going to Florida in a few weeks, and every single time, if me and Dave do not get a base tan, like we have to go into a tanner and get a base tan, we both will be miserable within the first 2 days because we burn. And Nicole put sunblock.
I don't see a lot of times, you guys, I feel like I'm the mom and she's the child, and I feel like this like twice a week at least. Was the other day I had to drag you out of the store. You're making the cashier laugh and doing funny things, trying to buy candy. Remember?
No.
Up in Ubley. And then you're like, what are these lollipops? Or whatever. So anyways, I'm like, Mom, I said, Mom, go put the candy back. You don't need the candy.
I was going to buy Arrow a treat, and I was looking to see what would be a good, because I know Nicole likes healthy stuff. So I'm looking for healthy chocolates, and he's waiting in the car. And I'm like, well, I'm the grandma. I have to get him some kind of a treat. And I'm looking, she goes, we don't need this. And then she asked, and then there was it said lollipop bouquet. And I was like, for like how much?
$14.99.
I said, you eat those? Because it says lollipops. And he's like, what did he say?
He goes, you could lick them, but I don't think you're supposed to.
Yeah, they were like flowers.
And then it was after Valentine's Day, and I said,
it said lollipop bouquet, and I was like, lollipops, as you usually eat some lollipops, because I was looking for something for Arrow. And I was,
and then I was laughing. like, you better put those half off because it's past Valentine's Day. He goes, I got to leave them at that price till they tell me otherwise.
Yeah, so we were just laughing.
Oh man. Anyways, I just feel like her mom a lot. So for this instance, do I think that her and my dad should be going to a tanner? Absolutely not. They're paying a lot to go to a tanner, and then also it's bad for your skin. I don't even care about the cost. It's bad for you. And there's skin cancer and all of that. I think just go to Florida and you wear sunblock. I don't pre-tan and I don't really get a tan. I just wear sunblock. And yeah, I might be not as like cute looking because I don't got a cute tan, but I'm fine with it.
And me and Dave both like to tan outside in the sun, and if we don't do this, we literally, like Dave especially, because I will put on some. I don't put on like the 60 or whatever Nicole uses. I'll put on the 30.
No, you put on the oil 3 banana boat. I'm like, Mom,
that's like on the last day. At first, I start with the 30, and then I go to the 20, then the 15. I have like every kind of. I do. It is true. I went and took a picture in my bathroom. I have every one.
What Dad does is he takes his shirt off, won't wear sunblock, turns into a lobster, and then he's miserable.
Oh, miserable for like 4 days,
off his
walking
shirt, can't
around.
Move, can't sleep.
Yeah, won't go in the pool.
He
whatever.
refuses sunblock. I don't know what is wrong with him.
Yeah, he does not like, he will not let you put sunblock on him. So
I remember last year I was chasing him, and in Hawaii, I'm chasing him with sunblock, and he's like trying to wash it off. I'm like, Dad, you still get sun. Like if you were to 15,
he does not understand
you still get sun, but just like not burnt. Like it's not like it's completely blocking. I use like 60, so yeah, I barely get anything. But he doesn't understand.
But Victor lathers up on the sunblock too,
and he gets tan.
Yeah, and he just thinks that we're all like, and I do. I put it on the whole first 3 or 4 days, even though I'm tanning now, because I won't tan as much as he will before. He's already looks like he only went 3 times, and he already looks tan enough to go.
I've never seen you put on higher than 15.
I do. I put on wherever I'm red. I put on 30 at least every time.
So when you get there the first day, you're not going to be red. What are you going to put on?
If I'm not going to be red,
no, you're not red yet because you just got there.
But it depends. If I'm only like I am right now, I'm going to put on 30.
You will?
Yes. But if I'm tan, a little bit tanner, I will put on 15 to start with. And then if I feel anything tingly on my skin, I'll put 30. I do. I spray, especially my shoulders and the back of my neck. She just probably don't see me. I always spray 30. And I don't like my face to get, I have like face sunblock, and that's like 45. And I squirt that lotion on my hand, and I put it on my face. I don't like to spray my face. I like to like rub stuff in my face, and I do have face stuff.
I put face stuff on every single day, even in the winter.
And then my knees, I always put 30, because no matter how much sun I get, my knees are always hurt when I'm in Florida. I don't know. If they get just from, I think the way I sit, it must be the way I hold my legs when I like play bingo or do whatever, but my knees always get really, really red. So
for sure. Mine do too.
So I'm good about that. But anyway, so talking about the tanning, the reason our tanning is a little bit more is because we like to pay for the convenience of it. And we're just like to go to the place that's pay for a month. For 20, and you have 24-hour access. So you can go, you don't have to make an appointment. You can just walk in and use it if you want. And it's actually at a gym. So you can, if you do with the gym membership, I think the gym membership would have only been $10 more a person, but we did not do the gym membership. We just did just the tanning. So it was kind of pricey or whatever for 2 people for the month or whatever. But it's the convenience of being able to use it when we want to use it. And so anyways, I said to Dave, usually if he goes in, I would sit on one of the exercise bikes and just go for 10 minutes while he's in there. But since I didn't pay for that, I like sat on the bench and waited, which I don't think I did. I have to ask them.
I think you did.
But anyways, I don't know for sure if I did or didn't this time. It seems like it with the price, but I don't know. Then I looked at the sheet and I can't tell. So anyways, I sat on the bench and watched. So I said, I would ride the bike, but I don't want to, I didn't pay for that. So I don't want to get in trouble or whatever. I started laughing yesterday morning. I came up and Dave had brought my old trusty exercise bike up and put it in the living room. So I'm like,
he brought it up?
Yeah. And he didn't even ask me. And he goes, I said, is that a hint? He goes, well, you mentioned riding the bike while we were there, so I thought I'd bring it up and put it in front of the TV in case you want to watch something and ride the bike.
That was nice,
I
though.
started laughing. So he's thinking about me. So now that he brought it up, I need to hop
Vic
on
told
it.
him that would be good for your joints.
Oh, so did
day.
they both discuss this together?
They just thought it would build your joints stronger, I guess. I don't know. Because Victor just got a bike too.
And I was going to ride this bike. Yeah, but his is a tall bike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's kind of like, I think I need one that's more like a bike, like the one you're getting rid of.
So the other time I felt like your mom the other day was when you went out with your friends, and I was so scared you were going to get drunk.
And I did not.
She didn't. She did good. She went to a concert. She did really good. And Jesse was scared too because Mom never really goes out and or anything. And so she just does get goofy off of a couple drinks. And so we were just like, is she going to get goofy? And she didn't.
No.
Which I'm glad that I wanted you to have fun, which you had so much fun and Dad had so much fun. But I think it's funny that both of your kids are like texting you. Don't you?
Yeah. Jesse's like, who's going to drive home? And I'm like, well, Carrie drove and she doesn't drink. And I'm like, well, Carrie, but we can drive ourselves. Like we're totally fine to drive. I mean, we drove home from her house. I said, we didn't really drink, especially when you go to that kind of stuff. The drinks are really pricey too. I didn't have I don't know. We had a good dinner. Plus we went out for dinner, ate there and,
well, the reason I felt like your mom is because Mom's like, will you get me a drink? I want to drink one before, I head out. And Dad was driving or whatever. I was like, sure. And then so I went down to my cooler where I have like tons of drinks, which is so ironic. And then I went through all the alcohol levels and I went and I picked the one that had the smallest alcohol level. I said, here you go, you can have this. And that's totally something she would have done to my brother.
Yeah, I would.
It's like,
sure.
Okay, some was like 8, some were 9. I was like,
would you give me 2?
6. That was the lowest I had. That's still pretty high.
Yeah, that's funny.
I was like, yeah.
It took me like an hour to drink that drink too. Like I don't drink that kind of stuff fast because it's kind of sweet and whatever. So it took me quite a while to drink that drink.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.